In this video I will show you a guide for the God of Avarice Heroes Realm boss, how to deal with all mechanics in the best way possible and ensure you defeat the boss. This boss is very unique compared to all the others so far because it has an instant fail condition and it also has two different phases. If you look at the left side of the screen, you will see a small widget called Commoner, and below it there are two bars. One bar is white and the one below it is golden. The white bar represents the health of the villagers, which are the NPCs you can see behind you when you spawn. The goal of this boss fight is to defeat the boss before the villagers lose their entire health. If you fail to do so and the villagers die, you will instantly fail the boss fight. The golden bar is the shield which you and your teammates can fill up to protect the villagers from taking damage from the various boss attacks. This bar is made up of 5 segments. You will also see a new skill button on the right side of your health bar, which is called the treasure basin. This is shared among the entire party and it can hold any number of stacks. You and your teammates can fill this up by gathering treasure at various moments in the fight during both phases. You can then press the button combination to consume 1 stack of the treasure and provide the villagers and your team with a golden shield, filling up the shield bar by 1 segment per stack. The shield which is applied to the party can stack up to 5 times, just like the one for the villagers, and it provides your whole team with damage reduction. Since there can be any number of stacks of treasure basin, but the shield can only stack 5 times on both the players and the villagers, it is important to not waste any extra stacks and save them for when the shield on the villagers is damaged more than 1 segment to fill it back up. Your main priority is to keep the villagers alive throughout the fight, and if you do that, it's an easy victory. The wealth from above attack is when the boss starts channeling, and after the duration ends, it will damage the whole team and will drop coins from above at 6 locations on the ground. These locations are marked by these small piles of coins. It is very important to have at least 1 player in each of these locations to cash the coins to get the maximum possible stacks of treasure basin. The treasures gathered attack will summon a gold making vessel to constantly attack and damage the villagers with projectiles. If they have a shield, it will damage the shield instead. You can also have a player sit in front of the projectiles to tank them, since they deal very little damage anyway, and this phase is very easy anyway. The gold toss red attack will deal 1 instance of damage in a cone area in front of the boss. Simply parry or dodge out of the way. The golden shackle attack will target 7 random players with an orange attack, and after the channeling ends, it will spawn golden puddles at each of their locations. Sitting in these puddles will not only deal a ton of damage, but it will start filling up your grid meter. When the grid meter becomes full, you will get stunned and turn into gold, taking even more damage from the golden puddles and most likely die. These puddles will persist on the ground throughout the entirety of phase 1, so make sure to always be at the edge of the arena when they spawn, so they don't disrupt the fight. The golden arc attack will target 3 random players, 1 by 1, and the boss will teleport and deal damage to each of them. After that, it will spawn on the opposite side of the arena and start channeling a huge red attack, which can be parried. The gold making vessel targets players attack will switch the focus of the gold vessel from the villagers to the players and damage them a couple of times. The Dazzling Coins attack is the most dangerous one in phase 1. It will target all players, and after channeling it will stun everyone in place and deal 7 instances of huge damage, including damage to the villagers. The only action you can perform during this phase is to use 1 stack of the treasure basin to shield your party and the villagers. You should try to save 5 stacks for this attack alone to ensure you don't get wiped. The generation donation attack will make the boss teleport in the middle of the arena and deal 4 waves of AoE damage in alternating red areas. This attack will also damage the villagers slightly. When the boss's health is depleted, phase 2 will start and everyone will get teleported to a new arena. The villager shield will be reset to 0 and you will carry over any treasure basin stacks you had in phase 1, so it's a good idea to stack as many as you can before killing the boss to ensure you start phase 2 with a full shield. In this phase, the boss will be in his god form outside of the arena and he will summon various enemies and attacks to damage your team, but most of the attacks will focus on the villagers. It's very important in this phase to focus on protecting the villagers. All the enemies summoned by the boss will have 2 stacking buffs on them, which will reduce the damage they take. One of the more common attacks is when he summons 2 groups of 5 golden zombies, which will walk slowly towards the villagers to attack them. You have to focus on them and kill them before they get to the villagers. The Gimme the Goods attack is when he summons a huge coin at a random location in the arena, which will slowly descend to the ground. Players must gather in the attack area and parry the attack because this coin has a chi bar and a health bar. If you don't deplete the chi bar when it touches the ground, it will deal AoE damage continuously to players around it. Players should focus and attack the coin to destroy it, after which it will throw 4 golden coins around it, which can be picked up to get 4 stacks of treasure Basin. Don't forget to also protect the villagers even during this attack. Whenever your team gathers coins after this attack, you also get a resistance buff reducing damage taken. The every coin counts attack will target a random player, and after a short duration the boss will throw 4 shockwaves that pierce through the arena, damaging everything in their path. The targeted player should redirect the attack towards an empty area and especially avoid directing it towards the villagers as it will damage them. The Power of Money attack will spawn a mage and a brute. The brute will keep slamming the ground, dealing AoE damage to everyone including the villagers. The mage will periodically buff all the enemies around the arena, increasing their stacks of the resistance buff, making them even harder to kill. It's important to either kill the mage or the brute as quickly as possible to end the attack. At various moments during the fight you will see the huge golden vessel on the opposite side of the arena start glowing and levitating, while also pulsating inwards. This is a sign that you can go next to it and teleport inside the golden vessel above the boss to actually deal damage to him. There can be any number of players teleporting to the golden vessel to damage the boss, but it's important to have some players remaining outside to protect the villagers. You can see how many players teleported by looking at the party list in the bottom left corner. All the players that had their names slightly faded have teleported to the golden vessel to damage the boss. Since that's the most dangerous part of the fight, where players actually risk dying, you should have one healer teleport together with them and your highest DPS player as well. Just make sure to have around 4 or 5 players remain outside to protect the villagers. Any strong AoE DPS like the Everspring Umbrella or Nameless Sword should stay outside cause they can clear the enemies quickly. While inside the golden vessel, there will be 3 heads at opposite sides of the arena, one called Greed, one Wrath and the other Delusion. They all share their health with the boss but not with each other. While in this place, all players will get a greed meter which will fill up slowly over time. Every unique instance when you enter this place will increase the stacks of the greed debuff, making the bar fill up faster. You can choose any of the 3 heads to focus on, it doesn't matter. You can teleport outside of this place whenever you want to by interacting with the villagers. You will also see a damage multiplier indicator next to the boss HP bar, which will be the damage multiplier of the Peeling Gold Fusion attack. It starts at 1 and it can reach multiplier 3. This multiplier is determined by the HP difference of the lowest health and the highest health mini-boss. However, the Peeling Gold attack does very little damage, so I wouldn't really worry about this multiplier unless we get a harder version of this boss in the future. You can maintain it at 1 by simply damaging all 3 heads equally until they fuse together. While in this area, you will also get a damage reduction debuff whenever you get hit by any of the 3 heads attacks, so it's very important to parry or dodge all attacks to maintain maximum DPS. The Shadow of Gold attack is the same as Golden Arc from phase 1. The boss will target and teleport 3 random players, damaging them. You can dodge this easily. The Peeling Gold attack will make all 3 heads fuse together in the middle of the arena, and they will now take shared damage. The total health of this big head will be the average of the health of the 3 smaller heads before the fusion, which is why it doesn't matter which one you deal damage to. This is your time to deal as much DPS as possible to damage the actual boss. The Coins Galore attack will make the giant head spin around and spit coins in front of it, dealing minor damage. You can simply rotate with the attack or dodge it. The Descending Gold attack starts with the boss channeling a huge AoE, during which you have time to run inside the commoner's shield to avoid taking damage. When this attack comes, make sure that the commoners have shield on them, otherwise you will take massive damage. The Generous Donation is the exact same as in phase 1. The boss will deal 4 waves of AoE damage in alternating red areas, and then a huge one covering the whole arena. You can simply dodge these or parry them, just don't get hit. After this attack, the boss will enter the empty pocket state, being weakened and allowing you to deal free DPS. When the empty pocket state reaches halfway to the duration, the boss will prepare to cast Golden Maelstrom, which will banish all players from inside the golden vessel and throw them back outside. When you are back outside, your grid meter will start to slowly decrease, and if you choose to teleport back again to the golden vessel, you will keep the same grid progress and your grid will accumulate faster, so be careful not to reach full grid. When your grid meter becomes full, you will get a stack of damage reduction debuff, which can stack up to 6 times. Let's do a recap of what you have to do for this fight. Number 1, make sure to always pick up the falling coins during both phases. Number 2, make sure to use the treasure basin buff to apply shield to the villagers and your team, but do not waste the stacks if the shield is already full or almost full. During phase 2, 4 or 5 players should permanently be outside and the rest of the team, your best DPS, should go inside the gold vessel to deal damage to the boss. Make sure that you have at least one player with a good AoE build staying outside to kill the mobs attacking the villagers. The players inside the golden vessel during phase 2 should avoid getting hit as much as possible, even if the attacks deal very little damage, because you will get a damage reduction debuff which will prolong the fight more than necessary. In a good run, you shouldn't be inside the golden vessel more than 2 times during phase 2. As long as you protect the villagers at all times and make sure the commoner shield is up, you shouldn't have any issues with clearing this boss. If you found this video helpful, please drop a like and a sub. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.